Hello YouTube. This video is just going to be kind of a fun video on the top 10 things that I think could help change your life. And I've broken it down into things that are religious and things that are not religious. So let's start out with the secular things. And really I've got 15, so you get 5 bonus ones. The top 15 secular changes to make in your life. Okay, the first one, number 15, is wipe your eyes with your knuckles. What does that mean? Well, if you got to wipe your eye, wipe with your knuckle instead of the tips of your fingers, because it just keeps you from getting so many colds and flus. And I started doing that about 10 years ago, and I haven't been sick nearly as much. Number 14, don't keep your wallet in your back pocket. For men, if you keep your wallet in your back pocket when you sit down, it gets your spine all out of alignment, and it gives you backaches and headaches and everything. So don't keep your wallet in your back pocket. Take your magnesium and zinc pill every day. We don't get nearly as many minerals as we should in the foods we eat, and you especially need calcium, magnesium, and zinc. So make sure you take that every day. Walk, or do some light exercise. You really need exercise. It really cuts down on stress and keeps you healthy. Get rid of your Microsoft product, please. Get rid of your PC and get a Mac or some other Linux computer. Believe me, it will change your life. Once you go to Mac, you will never go back. I mean, there just simply aren't the crashes and the viruses and the headaches and all that stuff. Get a Mac. Next one, number 10, don't get or don't text or don't get an iPhone. You don't need it. It's like a dog chain. You carry this thing around and your face is buried in it all day, especially teenagers, texting constantly. It's just not healthy. I mean, use a little common sense. I mean, if it looks really strange, then it probably isn't good for you. And the number 9, this is for men. If you're not married, don't waste your time with just the normal secular girl out there. You go after a traditional Catholic girl, or if there isn't any traditional Catholic mass in your area, then go after the Latin women from Central America, South America. They're Catholic, they're raised in a way that just trust me. They're not so screwed up in the head like a lot of Western girls are. Fiber in your diet. It's never too early to start taking fiber in your diet. Get a big tablespoon of Metamucil every day, and just trust me, it keeps colon cancer away. It cuts down on your cholesterol. It's a really good thing to do, and I highly recommend it. You're not too young to start thinking about fiber. Get your exercise, number 7. Number 6 is give blood. Kind of makes sense, for men especially. We don't bleed every month, and so the blood is just always in there, and there are some things that your liver and your kidneys can't filter out, like cholesterol, iron, and so they just build up and build up and build up, and then we get a heart attack. That's why men get heart attacks more than women, because we don't bleed all the time. But if you give blood, you're always blowing down your system. You're getting rid of that extra iron. You're getting rid of that extra cholesterol. And when your body makes the new blood, of course, it doesn't have all those pollutants in it. So it's a really good thing to give blood at least twice a year, once or twice a year. Buy physical gold. The economy's toast. We're going to have hyperinflation. That's just baked into the pie. Look at Argentina. Look at Zimbabwe. It's going to happen here. It's not too late. Go out and buy some physical gold. It'd be the smartest thing you do, trust me. Number 4, don't ever say, I'm not comfortable with that. Okay? If you're a guy and you're habitually saying things about being comfortable or not being comfortable, then you're a metrosexual. Okay? You've been forced feminized by this ridiculous culture we live in. Don't say that. Men are confident. We're not comfortable. Okay? That's something women are. If you're a man, you're confident or you're not confident. You're not uncomfortable with something. That's just a modern forced feminization. So reject that. Just don't say it. Stop all soda pop. Don't drink Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, anything with sugar or high fructose corn syrup. Just don't do it. Drink water instead. No TV. Get the TV out of your house. Do it. It's the best change you can make in your life. You don't need it. And the number one thing is stop smoking. Okay, if you do smoke, stop. It's the absolute worst thing you can do for your health. So those are the top 10, really top 15 things that you can do in your life secularly that would greatly improve things. So I've done most of those. I used to smoke in the past. I did a lot of those things, and I cut them out, and my life has just greatly improved over the past 10 years. Now we're going to move on to the top 15 pious changes to make in your life. So these are religious things. And the first one is go ahead and read some of these old papal encyclicals and the early church fathers. It will really help you understand the Catholic faith and give you a sense of tradition and history with regard to the faith. Have a devotion to your patron saint and to your guardian angel. All of the saints recommend this, and there's a reason, because it's true. I mean, your patron saint will help you in a way that's just miraculous. I pray to my patron saint twice a day, and I'm very devoted to my patron saint and to my guardian angel. They will help you. All of the great saints of the Catholic Church recommend it, and there's a reason for that, so do it. Get a spiritual director. Let me give you a little hint on that one. If there's no actual person that you can get to be a spiritual director, you can actually ask a saint to be your spiritual director. And the saint in heaven then will take you under his wing and help you with his intercessions and his prayers and everything. But try to get a priest or someone to actually be a spiritual director. Again, the church recommends it, and there's a reason for that, because it's a very good thing to do. Get a lot of religious artwork in your house. If you're Catholic, be proud of it. Remind yourself. If you've got religious artwork in your office and in your house, it's going to be harder for you to sin, because those are reminders. A crucifix especially. And there are demoniacal influences out there. Crucifixes and blessed metals and things like that can really help. Say grace and make the sign of the cross. It's kind of along the same lines. If you're Catholic, be Catholic. All right, have faith. If we really truly believed in God, we'd be making the sign of the cross all the time. We certainly would be blessing our meals, because there are people out there who are starving to death, and we're not. So let's be thankful for the food that we get. Abstain on Fridays. That law hasn't gone away. You still have to abstain from eating meat on Fridays, especially during Lent, but the whole year you have to. So do it. Put your faith into practice. It's a very healthy thing to do spiritually and also physically. Give 10% of your gross income to support your pastors in the church. Again, a very good thing to do. Cheerful camaraderie, hang out after Mass. Okay, we've got to be cheerful. I know things are bad out there, but we have to remain cheerful. We have a blessed Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and we have the Catholic Church. So let's be happy about that. St. Paul recommends it. Let's not be dour, and hang out after Mass with your buddies, and don't just zip in and out of Mass. Stay around and talk to the priest, talk to the deacon, talk to your buddies after Mass, and have a good time. Don't work on Sunday. Very simple thing, but we tend to forget that sometimes, but it's a commandment. No manual labor on Sundays. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. That includes saying Lord or God. Anything that has to do with God. Don't say, oh my God. Just don't say it. It's a sin, and the life of grace will slowly start to die in you if you do that. Number 5, have an attitude about the crosses that you bear. The cross that you have is perfect for you. That's right, Dad. Whatever cross you have, God gave it to you. And so it's perfect for you. So accept it, embrace it. It will wear down those sharp edges. Sometimes it takes your whole life, but it's necessary for your Christian faith. Wear a veil in church if you're a woman. Practice the virtue of obedience. You know, the Bible commands that. Say your daily rosary. Again, a very, very important part of your spiritual life. There's so many things to pray for right now. So pray your daily rosary every day. You can do it. Go to confession, number 2. Extremely important. If you're not going to confession, then your Catholic Christian life will die. And the number one thing you can do to improve your spiritual life is to attend the traditional Latin Mass. I can't tell you how many graces are available there. In my experience, I wasn't receiving any grace from going to the Novus Ordo Mass. It just wasn't there. You know, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. In my experience, that's the way it was. And when I started going to the traditional Latin Mass, graces were available and were flowing into my life. And the same will happen to you. So that's all for now. May God bless us all.